Hello? Okay. Hello, Snowy.
Hello, sweet potato.
What's up?
The sky.
Dude, that is so true.
Taxes.
The rent. Rent is up too. Groceries?
Um, Life insurance.
Really?
Maybe because I know California they've actually. Oh no, that was house insurance, wasn't it? Sorry, they've basically moved out of California for like buildings insurance.
Oh. Hmm.
Like at one point, because it was just like, yeah, something's gonna happen, so enjoy getting your house insured. Bye.
Rip.
And then people that could get it have been paying like 5 times the amount that they should normally do for like house insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah,
Yay, government.
yeah. Well, I made some delicious food for my lunch.
Hell yeah.
Right, that I had to put in the food craft bit.
Oh yeah? Let me see.
I was like, oh,
Oh. Yep, you got... Is that potato salad?
yeah. There's some potato salad from Asda on there.
Hmm. I thought it was cottage cheese at first.
Yeah, potato salad, radishes, uh, cherry tomatoes and asparagus fried. Just a cheap cut of like steak and fries.
Nice.
And yeah, I had gammon and chips for tea with Rekka, which he's just left for work.
Oh.
And I put some more asparagus and stuff on with it. So I was like, yeah. And then obviously Rekka was like, I want chip shop curry with it. And then it was kind of like the usual of like, there's not much there. And I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, because you just wanted chips and gammon. Like I put some veg with mine. Like I normally put beans or something with it, but I made veg. She's like, did you have the oven on? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay then, we'll have he goes, garlic bread. It'll be like 10 minutes so. So we had our food and then we had garlic bread after.
Nice. Yeah, I don't eat vegetables. I've never even had any of that besides fries and steak.
Oh, I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier if I can, because like, me and Rebecca just kind of have like pasta
Mm-hmm.
with like meatballs and like sauce and that's about it, or like chips and something, or something and something. Like the only like salad I ever have, like veg, is like I make a salad for work and that's it.
Oh, yeah. I've never eaten vegetables, and like I did my blood work a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um, they tested everything, and everything was normal, and I'm like, how? I've never eaten a vegetable in my life. I eat like shit.
But it's because you eat that is potato.
It's true. I do like potatoes. So
You
you
know.
you too can be healthy by eating potatoes and chicken nuggets and nothing else.
Yeah. It was the juicy goodness of the American chicken nuggets. To secretly put like MSG vegetables in there.
Hell yeah. And I just logged into Minecraft and there was a boss like inside of my house. I just
Oh no.
killed it.
Yeah, I've just got it open now.
I got a fancy sword though.
Oh no. Oh, but yeah, I've got like I'm on a close for the next quite a few days. But yeah, basically the rest of this week I'm just on closes.
Oh yeah. You
What
still
am I?
making pies left and right?
Yeah, well, you know, my workage break, so it's put pies in the oven, or serve customers, or sweep, or mop, or like deal with stupid questions of people being stupid. Like you put pies out and they go, "Are they hot?" It's like, like I hope so. Unless we're using a cold fusion oven.
Well, a lot of times people like here, like even at the bakery, even where it says like fresh bakery, fresh baked bakery, like they are from a freezer. And they take
Yeah,
it
well,
from freezer to
I was
shelf.
coming. Yeah, I was coming. We get our delivery in our fridges and freezers. Obviously, we bake it and then we put it out. When it's out, like fresh out the oven, it is hot. It sits on a counter, then it will go cold. But if I've literally just took out of an oven and they go, "Is it hot?" Like, well, duh.
It's hot now.
But yeah, I'm already fed up with Christmas mince pies.
Oh,
It's like, it's not even November yet. Come on. I've done a month of them already. Well, I say a month of them. I was luckily away for 2 weeks of it. But yeah, I'm just like, I can't be bothered with like mince pies at work.
I've never had a mince pie.
If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. It's like Marmite.
Not had that either. But what I did try because I used to work at a store called World Market and we had stuff from all over. I tried marzipan, and it was disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. People buy a lot of people that buy marzipan cake only literally have the icing off the cake. It's like, don't just buy the icing. You can probably buy the icing somewhat cheaper.
Right?
Be a ice fiend and buy tubes of icing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a day off today, and I was gonna build Lego, and I was gonna like do some VR boxing and stuff, and
Oh
none of
yeah.
that got done.
Oh.
None of that got done because I literally was like, okay, right, had a bit of a lie-in, got up, had a shower, had a light breakfast because I was like, I want to go to Asda to get some stuff for my lunch and that. I was like, should I go now? And I'm like, no, I should really eat. So I had rice cake for like my breakfast, some rice crackers with some tea. Went to Asda. I think that was about 10:30. Got back for 11ish, and then was like, right, I'll make my lunch. So I made my lunch. Then after making my lunch and that, had a little bit of a game on Maneater because I bought myself that game where you play as a shark doing shark things.
Hell yeah. A shark up
And then
this
after
house.
and then after that, I did the washing up and that, and then like just chilled for it, listened to my audio story I'm listening to. Then Raka got up, and then we had tea, and that's been my day because I do stuff, and then time just goes blah 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 blah. Your day's over.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I had a discussion with my manager the other day as well
Oh.
about trying to move on to 4 days a week, right? Because you think it'd be easy because I do 5 days a week. But she was like, oh, well, I'll have to start out with the area manager and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I want 5 days a week or like 4 days a week or like a set route or something. She's like, oh, well, you might have to go into flexi working hours. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want flexi working hours because they're a fucking pain in the ass. Because they're worse than what I'm on now. Because flexi working hours means you do not have a set contract.
Yeah.
You get given what hours you get given. And one of the guys who's on a flexi working hours, his minimum contract is 16 hours, but like the past week, for instance, he's done 35 hours.
Huh.
And the reason I upped my minimum contract was I wanted to have a routine of like, this is my hours, this is my income. Not like anything all the time. But yeah, no, she's like, I was like, I'll sort it out after Christmas. We'll have a look. But I either want to go into set shifts because it'll be bloody easier, or and ideally I would like to go down to 4 days. But she's like, oh, you can't do that. Blah blah blah. We'll have to do the amount. I'm thinking, why can I not? Why can I not do that? Like, even if I lost a couple hours, I could do like 11 half sixes, 4 days a week, and then I'm only losing 2 hours a week off my normal pay.
Yeah.
Simple enough, but like, but it's like too much fucking hassle, and I'm like, really, is it that much hassle? Like, it's not really. You're just fucking making a big deal, and this is why loads of people have left, because people are fed up with like working random fucking hours all the time. Like, my manager said to me recently, the next work she's done, which is like the last week in November, she's like, oh, things on holiday this week, so just to let you know, you'll be on earlys. And I'm like, yeah, as long as they're all early. She's like, yeah, they're all earlys. I'm like, that's fine. It's like, if they're all the same shift, that is fine. This is what I want. I just want, even if I do like fucking a week of earlys and a week of late, a routine of like, these are the hours you're doing all week.
Yeah.
That is just what not, oh, tomorrow you're doing a 7-11, the next day you're doing like a 2 till half 6. Because you don't have a sleeping pattern or anything. And that's the point I was trying to get across. And it's like, my manager's just like, oh, well, it's about the people. And like, yeah, it's about the people. It's also about me, because I want to have a life.
You're a people too.
You know? Like, I said to her, I'd like to do closes, because I prefer getting up late. Yeah, it means I've got no day to myself, because I basically get home and that's the end of the day. Like, I get home, it's like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, eat, blah blah blah, game on the night, that's fine. All it'll mean is, if I want to get shit done, just gotta force myself to get out of bed earlier.
You know, that's hard to do.
In the morning.
I don't do that.
Yeah, but well, yeah, but Mono, when you're like, when on days when I'm on earlies, I'm getting up at 4:30. Like today on my day off, I was awake at 7. I was awake at 6. I went back to sleep. I woke up at like 7:30. I kind of forced myself to go back to sleep for a bit, and I woke up and got up and like was lying in bed from like 8:30. And I was like I'm a day off. My alarm would not normally go off till like 9 or 10 o'clock. But I've been awake for hours already. Because my sleeping is that fucked because of work fucking it up that much a lot of the time. And this is the point I was trying to get across to my manager. I don't mind working, like, heck, I wouldn't even mind just staying on 30 hours if I knew I had a fucking set. Like, even if I knew the shifts were fucking random shifts, but they were set shifts of randomness.
That's how most jobs are here. Like, you can't get a set shift. Like, they just don't exist.
Yeah, but if I went into like Tesco or Primark or a generic company now at the minute, right? Because I've noticed this trend, especially with younger people wanting set hours and people with families and blah blah blah, they actually have a thing on when you apply for a job. What hours are you available to work, right? Like Tesco, I once applied for. They have a grid system by the hour. Like, what hours can you work? And you just check the boxes.
Well,
so you can literally say, I'm available to work 9 till 9, or like 4:30 till 7 in the morning, and that's it. And
They
they'll go, okay.
they still do that here too. Like you can fill out an availability sheet, but they don't follow it.
Yeah. Well, Primark here, actually, the one in Carlisle, actually follow it. They just go, oh, you're only available this time. Yeah, okay, this is your set shift then. You'll be on that shift every day. Okay.
Nice.
And that's it. And it's like, my work just goes, here's your oh, by the way, because my manager's useless, oh, we've changed it again 7 times this week because, like, whatever.
Yeah. Be like, well, hope you guys fucking die. Have a good night. Bye.
Oh no, it's like, and then she goes, like, for instance, we had there was drama last week because someone at my work had a surprise night out planned for them, right? And then the manager was twining that she didn't get in, like, not everyone got invited in that. Well, no one told her, so she didn't know, and the people that did plan it were just the people that planned it. They didn't tell anyone else. I happened to go to it, and then the manager, funny thing is, was saying about, where was my invite, right? This was like, I can't remember what day it was, but a couple of days before, she'd went home sick. So it's like, you can't go home sick and then go, where's my invite to this event? Because you're off sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, I'm off sick, but I'll go out drinking. It's like, no.
Yeah, at our store, if you called off sick, but you were in, like, for any reason at all, even if you were just in picking up a prescription or something, like, everyone, like, was mad at you.
Yeah. Like, this is why, if I'm off sick, I will either be at home or be somewhere where it's nowhere near any of my work. Because if I go in one of my workshops and they know you're off sick, it will go around the entire company.
Yep.
Within the afternoon.
Yep. That's why I will absolutely go to a different pharmacy than wherever I work. Because people are relentless.
But, like, I could, like, it's like one of these lasses that was doing it. She would phone in sick a lot of the time, right? Then she'd come to our shop. This was, she worked in the dental shop, so she'd come to our shop. And then one time she was off sick, quotation marks. She actually says, "Oh, I'm going to Newcastle today for a nice day out and a drink with my friends." And I'm thinking, yeah, you're off sick. It's like, sure, a nice day out drinking with your friends.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah. But no, I'm just trying to sort out something so, like, after Christmas I can either, I'm just going to say, look, like, I don't even care if I still do the 30 hours. Like, I would like, I want to keep doing my 30 hours, yeah, but it's just the shifts are just, like, killing me, because some days I'm doing, like, a 10-hour shift, and then other days I'm doing, like, a 4-hour shift, but I'm getting about 4:30 in the morning for a 4-hour shift.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, fuck off. Like, if I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, it needs to be 6 hours. At least, because it's like pointless being awake that early.
Yep.
Especially this time of year, right? Especially this time of year coming up, I can get up, it's dark, I can finish my job at 10 in the morning. It's still dark. It's like there is no sunlight. It's like I've been awake. It feels like you've been awake all of the night.
Right. Yeah, I remember doing shifts like that when I worked at the World Market.
Even though it's just been 4 hours of the morning, you know. Well, as I thought, it was like 6.5 by the time you've been got up and got ready and all that jazz. But yeah, yeah. Other than just trying to sort something with my manager, who's like, "Oh, I'll have to speak to the area manager, and you might have to fill out a flexi work form." And I'm thinking, I want to just sort it in the shop because it's your shop. You do the rota. But
Just go in there and say, look, do you want pies made or not? Because I can go somewhere else.
yeah, well, trust me, I've been with the company since 2008, so you know. Thing is, we also need to sort out pay as well because the pay is abysmal now. Used to be one of the best paying jobs in town, and it's one of the worst now.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, let's put it this way: I can go work in a store full of smelly stuff called Lush on a basic wage and get 30p more an hour than what I get now. I can go work in like Sainsbury's, I think, and get paid more. From Sainsbury's, like, ugh. I wonder what the hell there's an online assistant. What is this? What is this pet? Yeah, I love how they don't tell you like how much an hour it is.
They never do.
Like, you get a pension, you get this, blah 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 blah.
I got either blocked from or they deleted their Facebook from a there was a Subway where I used to live in Iowa, and they would not list how much they were paying, and I was so fed up with companies doing that. I literally said they said like our rates are competitive, and I'm like, cool, how much is it? And they're like, well, you have to call us, and I'm like, why? What are you hiding? Like, what's wrong with like telling everyone how much you're paying if it's so competitive, you know? And so I would just occasionally, like every so often, just ask them how much you hiring for, and they would never ever answer me. And so one day there was an article that said like, we need to stop the acceptance of jobs not telling you how much they pay, and I was like, yes. And then I tagged that store in it. And then
so apparently Sainsbury's pay, because I'm on a different website, they pay more than what we pay an hour, so they pay $10.90 an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, all supermarkets basically pay more than what I get paid.
Right. So anyways, they deleted their Facebook or they blocked me. I am unsure.
Yeah, they're doing this as well. Some jobs say like so much an hour, and there's some that say competitive, but then they say competitive based on the surrounding areas and supermarkets.
You're like, AKA minimum wage.
Yeah, well, come April, the minimum wage is going up to £11, and the living wage is supposed to go up to 12. But the minimum wage should have been 12 quid an hour before COVID.
Right.
By what the Labour Prime Minister at the time, like the Labour Minister at the time, for like actual economic growth said. So about 3-4 years ago, it should have been £12 an hour for minimum wage, and it's still not £12 an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I think they said in order to afford like a even like a low end apartment here, or like around, you know, this area, like you need $20 an hour, and minimum wage is $7.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's like there was a whole thing a while ago, right? They were saying about because this was like an American thing, and they were saying about McDonald's, and the guy was saying, "Oh, look at that dead end person working a dead end job." A McDonald's is a fast food industry for people working, for people coming out of school or like working at college, things like that, right?
yeah.
So the guy made a point, right, and the other guy said, "So you're saying this is for college kids and people who work at schools and that, right?" It's like, yeah. So would you be happy it not being open during the hours that they would be doing their
Oh, their
work
school,
or
yeah.
college work? And it's like, no. It's like, well, that's the point then, because you cannot have it both ways.
Yep. Even then,
Yeah, no.
they still won't hire. Like I had, it was 2013. I could not get a job. I applied to every business that existed in my town because it's a small town, and
Yeah.
I could not get a job with 2 degrees, the top 10 in my class, 3.9 GPA in college. I could not get a job even washing dishes.
See, you know why? Simple reason. I'll tell you why, Mondo. You're overqualified.
Even if I don't put that stuff on there, I don't feel like they would. Like I went in for interviews. I got first interview done.
Yeah, one of my exes, right, had three separate CVs, depending on the job type he was going for. One of them was basic level, interviewing, blah blah blah, like basic job, like supermarket worker, whatever. Then he had like his slightly higher paid jobs. They'd put one in. Then he had like his specialty degree. So like, because he had like, he did training in like pharmaceuticals. So he did like, he was like an assistant pharmacist. So he had like a degree. He had like stuff in that, and he had a degree in like business law. So like, he'd put stuff like that if he was going for like a specific type of job. Because, no word of a lie, there was a guy that I knew that worked at a pub near me at the time when I lived at my parents. He couldn't get a job anywhere in this town, because it's not a city, even though it is a city. Because he'd done IT so much, it was specialised in like security, networking, all that kind of stuff. Like he had proper fucking degrees on degrees.
Yeah.
During one of the sessions, no one would hire him. Even basic entry level jobs, all told them the same thing: you're overqualified. Like you're literally overqualified. Like we would take you on, but you're overqualified. Like you can't have this job. And the only reason he got a job working in this bar was because it was a friend of his that gave him the job, because he couldn't get a job otherwise.
Yep, it is the biggest bullshit. Like we don't deserve any job but our thing we went to school for. Like they pushed going to the school so much in the 90s. Like I didn't want to go to college, but my art teacher did. He wanted me to go to college, so I did, and my degree has been useless. And I can't even hold a job. Like I have gotten a job washing dishes. That was my last job in 2019. And they literally bullied me out. They made me quit because they were so fucking mean to me.
Oh, Mondo.
So it's like I spent 2 years trying to get on disability because I can't hold a job in real life. And I don't know what you've met me in real life. Like I don't think I'm that bad.
You're amazing. But yeah, it's always the same shit of like you're overqualified. It's like I have an NVQ level 2 in IT, in basic like BTEC IT, right? So I can tell people how to work Word, how to do shit in Excel, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Never used it in years. Would have to probably retake the course. The course that I did doesn't exist anymore now because It was a course based on merit system where if you got more stuff done, more got added to the course. So the course I did is now 3 separate courses. Because we did that much.
Yeah.
Because we got through it all. So I have, it's called a BTEC First Diploma for IT and Practitioner, which is like, basically, look, I can tell you how to work a computer and turn it on and do shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a certificate in website design. Bear in mind, it's in HTML 3.32.
Yeah.
and like Microsoft front page. Like that thing is fucking a nightmare.
Yeah. I still prefer to do everything in Notepad. Fuck the programs.
No, but to make right, if you right, if you write a website in HTML, like base HTML, and write it, and it all works, and you upload it, and it works perfectly. We import that to Microsoft front page, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right? You get that to work in Microsoft front page, it works with nothing else.
Right.
They just made a fucking thing that just is like,
They
why?
made their own internet, and they're like, and we will work on nothing, and nothing will work on us.
Yeah. Even when you put it into base forms, it's like, no, there should be a comma here. I'm like, but it doesn't need a comma. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so did that. And I also have an OCR in 2D games design. So I made a game, like a side shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think Binding of Isaac. I made that, but then we had to we got given the basic program to do, and then we made it, and then we had to you basically picked out of a hat what it was themed on.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, didn't my game have to be based on dentistry?
That's amazing.
So yeah, I had a tooth going round, fighting cavities via toothpaste.
Sell it to dentist. Have the kids play it in the waiting room so they stop crying. Make $1 million.
I don't even have it still. It's like fucking. It's like on a computer at college somewhere.
Yeah.
If it still exists. But yeah, no, it was like yeah. So I have them. Guess what? Not done a thing with them, like because I did the course, got onto the next course, could have went to university eventually with IT degree, but the next course up they were like, we see that you've done this. I'm like, yeah, and okay. I was like, I need this. They're like, okay, we'll put you through the test then. So I got through the test. I got the same scores like a few other people on that test. They got put on the course. I didn't. Because at the time I don't have a GCSE English technically because of stuff that happened at secondary. So yeah, basically after 6 months, the people that were on that course that got the same score as me dropped off the course. I didn't get told about it about because I could have just made up the time and went on it, blah blah blah. But yeah, no, they were like, oh, you can try again next year. I was like, so went back next year. I went, yeah, I'm here to go on the course now, blah blah. It's like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to pay for the course. I'm like,
Oh god.
no, it was free. It's a free course because it's part of the education grant that I'm on, right? Like, oh, because you took a year off, you've got to pay for it. I'm like, I only took a year off because you made me take a year off.
Right.
So that ended that. So I got a job working in a hotel. Did that for a year. Then in between doing that, fuck knows how I managed to do this. Did a year working in a hotel and did 3 months at college doing like sitting guild certificates, like and first aid certificate and food hygiene certificate while I applied for other jobs while I was working at this hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for Greg's, didn't get the job the first time around because didn't have a food hygiene certificate. Then obviously did my course, blah blah blah. Applied for the job again, got the same interview. They're like, "You have the job, but because it's been more than 3 months, you have to interview again." So I went through that whole interview thing. Yeah, even though I knew I had the job.
That's
and then
bullshit.
obviously since then I've worked for the company. So basically, because of college being bullshit college, that's how I ended up working with Greg's in the end. I still don't know how I managed to do fucking a year in the hotel industry while being at college for like 3 months of it. Because fuck me, it killed me by the end. Cause I got really ill by the end of Christmas.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a
No,
bunch of bullshit.
No, I did like 90-hour weeks at Christmas. I basically didn't go home for a few weeks. And when I did get home, I kind of went unconscious to the world for 15 hours. And then when I woke up, I just started coughing up blood.
Oh, God.
And then was like, yeah, I ain't doing that again. I think I shouldn't work there anymore. And that's how I ended up leaving. Because that was fun.
That sounds like ass.
Well, it is arse when you're under 18 and you're getting paid like £3 an hour plus tips. And I was basically working to make money to be able to spend money on shit like drink, so I could just drink so I didn't have to deal with bullshit work.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was doing because I did different parts of the job, because I'd worked behind the bar cleaning glasses, I'd served people at tables like wine and shit. I'd like done bellboy running. Bellboy running. Fucking, especially the fact that you can't use a lift with suitcases, right? They're like, no, you can't use a lift. It's for customers. You have to take it up by hand, right? So if we had people in the most expensive floor, they would like tip you like 20 quid for like bringing up all their bags.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were super quick, you got more. Which I used to make more than my week's wage in like one shift of running up and down the stairs.
Yeah?
Yeah, doing it in a day.
Yeah, I've always wondered what it would be like to work at like an expensive like restaurant or something. It'd be like, all right, these rich people, are they gonna tip good?
Some people tip good, some people are fucking shit, but because if you worked if you were like a server like I was, mainly, the tips went into a jar and you split it between everyone. Then at the like end of your shift, but like if you're doing bellboys because you were like the only one doing it, that tip was just yours. It was like in your pocket it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've done that. I've had bullshit. I did before I did hotel work and all. I used to do Gazettes, which was like the local junk paper essentially.
Oh.
Like you know how you get like the train papers, like your Metro or whatever, like your freebie paper. Like so we have a newspaper like called the Metro, right? That's like a free paper on in the train stations, specifically for trains that are on the Metro line.
Huh.
Which is like local news. So like, you know how you see those boxes where you pull out a free paper? Like, I think there's some in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gazette is one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the local news for your area. It's like a free paper.
Mm-hmm.
The way they make money is they put a shit ton of advertisements in there.
Yeah.
So during the summer when I did that, I used to do like 2-3 rounds of that a week. When you got like 14 leaflets in that paper, you made like 25 quid a round, which doesn't seem like much, but when you're doing it for like 2 rounds once a week, but it takes like quite a bit of time to sort out because like, okay, you get boxes and boxes of leaflets you've got to sort out into the papers, and then you've got to deliver them, so it takes time. But yeah, no, I was getting like about say 60-70 quid a week off that, and then one week I did the phone books with them as well, because the news agents used to deliver the phone books, which obviously they don't really exist anymore. I think I did a double route of gazettes, a double route of phone books, and I think for that week I had like close to like £200. Bear in mind, I think I was like 14 at the time. So I was like, money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so other than that, not much. So, hope you're okay, Mondo.
Oh, it'd be better if I could breathe. I'm coughing so
My
much.
Oh, my poor sweet potato.
I think it's just a GERD cough, so I'm taking Prilosec and hopefully it does something.
I don't know any of your American meds.
Uh,
The only thing I took over there was Pepto.
Omeprazole. Is that better? Do you know what that one is?
Look knows.
Oh.
If it's flu stuff, right? We have like Beecham's and like generic flu medicine and like Bronco Stop and like things like that where it's like generic brand names of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where they've made their name and that's like the medicine brand. That's like been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you went like the only one I know is Tylenol. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. You know, of American stuff.
Yeah, Tylenol is acetaminophen.
Yes. Which is found in paracetamol, which is what we call it. So we call paracetamol, which is the same thing. But it's like originally years ago, Mondo, when my pal Alistair was supposed to be coming to Japan, which he won't be because he doesn't have the money, even though he did, and he's wasted it all. But as people do, he wouldn't have been able to maybe come because he's on specific medication for like his kidney.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Japanese stuff and that, they're like, we don't allow this type of medication in, and it's kind of like, well, you know.
Yeah, my friend Bu, he told me, like, he has really bad heartburn, and they don't allow omeprazole or Prilosec in at all. And so he was miserable.
Well, they're not allowed, what's that? Oh, what's it called? There's a Japanese medicine, and I can't remember. No, not Japanese. So there's an American medicine. Oh, what is it? Oh, I think it might be eye drops or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like there was eye drops or something like that, where they're basically like, yeah, we can't allow you to have this in the country because by our grading system of like what's in it, it's classified as like an A-list drug.
Mm-hmm.
Because of like something that's in it where it's like, yeah, this is an addictive substance. And it's like, it's eye drops.
That's amazing.
I think it was eye drops, and it was some weird thing where I was like, really? Like, really? And this is weird. but fewer. Well, I'll be heading off in a bit because I'll be having gaming in about 10 minutes.
Hell yeah. Hopefully you have fun and...
Well, I might be doing... Well, it was supposed to be Sins of the Forest, but every time we got to play it, there's an update.
Oh, yeah.
Currently with Alex being at his grandparents, the internet's not exactly the best. So it takes him like a day to like update that game.
Internet, that's
So-
some pretty shitty internet.
Oh, trust me, I used to have the same internet
Oh,
till I got fiber, and then we're still having problems with it because Wrecker needs to sort it out, but that's whenever Wrecker gets to it. Because currently we're getting 200 MB, but we should be getting like 500. But it's internal somehow, so he's got to figure that out. But yeah, we went from having like 30 MB to like having 200. So I'm not fussed. It's better than nothing because 30 was fuck all.
right.
Especially when games are getting to like the point where they're like, oh, this casual game like Fallout 76 without the DLC is like 86 gig. And you're like, there's nothing in the game. How is it 86 gig?
I don't know.
But yeah, so we'll probably be playing Fallout 76 because because my pal Alex, because I got him a game recently that the Kingdom of Two Crowns game. So he's like returned the favor and got me Fallout 76 because
Oh.
he says it's actually quite good now since I've actually done stuff with it. So I was like, okay. So we'll be playing that at some point. So that'll probably be tonight.
Nice. Hopefully you have fun.
Oh yeah, I've installed a new extension on Google Chrome.
For what?
Privacy Badger.
Oh?
It's literally called. Basically, any like proper heavy tracking cookies that like basically go, here's your data.
Mm-hmm.
It essentially just goes, I'll have that, thank you, and eats it.
Nice.
So
Feed that
yeah.
badger.
So basically, the proper like tracking stuff, like Amazon, for instance, it blocks a lot of Amazon stuff.
Oh?
Yeah, like the ads, because like you know how you go on Amazon and then like you go on Facebook and then Facebook's like, have you been looking at toasters on Amazon? Look at these toasters. It's just like, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
My friend Travis used to work at Facebook in ads. He didn't tell me anything about it though.
Okay. Oh, are you doing moonlight nonsense?
What do you mean, moonlight?
Oh, there was this mod. I can't even remember the name of it. Years ago, that used to use marble like that, and you used to have to make fucking weird ritual things. And it's like, right, like plant this crystal shard in water, and then it'll make a crystal cluster, and then you do this, and then you like reflect fucking moonlight off them with like mirrors
Huh.
to make shit happen. The weirdest nonsense ever.
Nope, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Well, I'll have to love you and leave you because apparently, the washing machine has just finished.
Nice.
So I have to grab that before they're going to get.
Yeah, you know, clothes don't get all smelly.
But yeah, it was wonderful talking to you again, Mondo.
Yeah.
If you ever need to chat or anything,
Yep.
I'm always a DM away or a video call or whatever.
Yeah. Oh. Alrighty.
Because you're awesome and you deserve it, Mondo. You
So
sweet
are
potato.
you. We'll see you later. Have fun.
You too. Bye. Enjoy the Minecraft.
Yep.
Or the craft and mine. I don't know. Whichever way you want it.
Maybe both.
Maybe toast.
Hell yeah. Toast is delicious.
Yes. There was a mod that actually made toast sandwiches, I think. But yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're now here by ourselves, chat. Y'all are welcome to come join in if you like. I don't usually build stuff creatively like this, but I was inspired. Can anyone guess what I'm building? shit. Alright, well, I guess that is it for Street today. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.